Good day, students. At this moment, we will be having our last lesson for this midterm. We will be discussing gender, interest, and needs. So, sumba ni siya, no? Ano nga ba ito? So, basically, this lesson is about understanding the difference between gender interest and gender needs, no? Parang ano yung gusto at kailangan ng different genders, especially women in our society. Minsan kasi people think na parehas lang sila, pero take note, magkaiba talaga sila. When we see gender need, no? Example, kailangan ng maternity leave kasi physically women give birth. Gender interest, dapat may equal pay ang men and women kahit anong field. Or another example, no? Yung isang barangay project, if you have a barangay project na na-observe sa inyo, if ang project ay about job opportunities for women, that's addressing gender needs kasi importante yung financial stability. But if yung project is equal pay for men and women, that's addressing gender interest kasi it's about fairness and equality. Next. So let's define gender interests in terms of social positioning, tangible demands, and prioritize issues. So we have here, paano nga ba nade-define yung gender interests? So sinabi dito yung tatlo. First, social positioning. Ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng social positioning? Kung paano natin tinitingnan ng society ang roles ng men at saka women. Then, yung isa naman, pwede gawing actual demand, no? Tangible demands, meaning nagiging goal siya ng planners or leaders ng ating society. Yung isa naman, pinaprioritize kung ano ang pinaka-importanting gender issues like discrimination or inequality. For example, kapag sinabi ng isang babae na gusto niyang mas maraming babae sa leadership positions, that's gender interest kasi it's about changing social roles. Pero kapag sinabi naman niyang kailangan ng teacher, no, na trabaho sa kindergarten, that's gender need kasi it relates or related siya sa immediate needs, no, niya bilang mom. And class, take note that if we define this gender interest, there are things that we need to consider also, no? Because uh, as time goes by, gender needs development. And paano ba ito nakakonect ang gender towards development, no? Kailangan ng mga gender sensitive policies para matabangan, no? Matabangan ang mga marginalized women, yung mga babaeng naserelayan din. At take note also na merong iba't ibang kategory ng gender needs based, no, sa pangangailangan ng tao. Next, we have here the practical gender needs. Ano yung mga pangangailangan? First, immediate survival. Second, social responsibilities. Third, essential needs. So let's discuss these three because these are very important. So, in terms of immediate survival, ano yung mga kailangan agad ng women para mag-survive at the same time mag-function sa ating society? First, yung immediate survival. So, mana siya, sir, no? Mga basic needs, no? Food, bahay, healthcare, trabaho, ng sa pa. Um, Yun, no? That's the common. Essential needs naman based on real life experiences ng mga babae and social responsibilities, ano yung role nila as wives, role nila as moms, and role nila as caregivers. Example natin dito 'no, imagine na ang gobyerno natin 'no, may programa about free health free maternal healthcare. I think naaman jud na siya no, nag-exist na siya nga program 'no, kasi each barangay 'di ba, kung mapansin ninyo kung magbuntis ang babae, naa diyan na siya prenatal care 'no. So, every ano naaga-adto ang mga buntis dito sa clinic 'no or sa barangay clinic or any clinic. Yan, that's a program of our government no to support maternal health care. And that's a practical gender need kasi women need it, no, especially for their health and family responsibilities. Plus, especially sa mga lalaki, no, based on the observation, murag murag nahimo man normal, not normalize ha, but majority no sa mga naga-prenatal care kay ang mga mama lang ang moadto or sometimes ang parents sa babae ang moadto didto. So, kumbaga pa, boys, of course, it's a shared responsibility. So, if ever magbuntis ang iyong asawa, ubanan jud na ninyo sa klinik. Kay kamo mang duha nagbuhat ana, no? Take note, it's a shared responsibility. Yan. So, muna nga, ang kung ma-observe lang gid no, murag maihapra no sa atong makita na kung magpa-prenatal care ang isa ka buntis no, dili kaayo nato makita nga nagauban ang bana or ang uyab no, ang lalaki kung magpa-prenatal care. Ato makit-an lang kay ang babae lang or magpasabay sa iyang ginikanan or amiga. So I do hope that that kind of ano no, um, situation or sa baka ng dapat makuan jud na siya, ma-realize na siya sa mga lalaki that it's a shared responsibility. Kay unfair pud kaayo. But again, in terms of the government program toward free maternal health care, no? I think yeah, it's existing naman din, but the only problem lang ako na observe ani atong mga BHW no, kay mo man lang sa barangay health workers, some of them are not well trained, but at least no dahil na may mga midwives man pud ang barangay to assist to facilitate no the sa mga ang mga buntis. Next, we have here strategic gender needs. First, social inferiority. Second, gender inequality. And the third one is feminist movement. Kung sa man ni siya, ano nga ba yung difference, no? Kung practical needs ay for survival, again, yung practical needs kanina ay for survival, ang strategic needs naman kay about long-term solutions sa inequality. What is social inferiority, no? Kaming mga lalaki, yan. They feel na mas mataas sila, no? Feeling ng society class na mas mataas ang men. Yan. Another, gender inequality. It's very common, no? Inequality na na-inherit natin from past traditions. Kaya nga, kana atong mga inequalities based on the social norms happened in the past, no? Na ginapasa, I do hope mawala na siya. So, mawala na na siya, ma-totally eliminate na siya because mo magud ang isa sa mga reason no na ang mga tao nag-exist gyapon ng inequality because they believe on what really happening or existing in the past. Kung baga pa, mao man gud ang napasa nga tradisyon sa ilang mga kanunuan or sa ilang mga katigulangan nga nadala up until now. Second is feminist movement, no? Lumalaban para sa equality. Yan yung ginagawa nila noon, no? Which are, I mean, very effective siya, and that's the main reason no, ang pag-alsa ng mga babae, the feminist movement. Because of that, no? The cry of women na-realize ng mga tao na, of course, it must be, I mean, equal dapat tayo, talaga tayo lahat. No? In different rules, in different, despite of gender disparity, no? Parehas lang dapat tanan og sweldo, trabaho, everything. women can do men's job. Now, example natin dito 'no, kapag ang isang kumpanya or business industry ay gumawa ng equal pay policy, that's an example of strategic gender need kasi long term siya na solusyon to stop salary discrimination 'no. Kaya sa una mong panahon class na alam niyo ba nga, same lang og role, same lang posisyon, pero lahi ang pay or salary treatment kay they believe na parehas naman tag trabaho pero ang lalaki grabe maka-effort 'no. Dili dapat ingana na kung parehas posisyon, parehas role, pareha dapat og sweldo. At the same time, yung gender discrimination na nahitabo sa una na only men can lead 'no, the can lead sa grupo or organization or even in the company. But right now, naghinahinala na siya og kawala 'no nga mindset because women also can lead. Now, how to achieve gender equality? No, so buhat na nato. Of course, gagawa tayo ng gender policies and plans, no? To have a clear na action. Of another thing, gagamit tayo ng tools and techniques just like the common, no? Let's just like gender sensitivity training. For example, ang isang university nag-require ng gender sensitivity seminar para sa teachers. And of course, this helps para walang discrimination inside the class. Kaya nga, it's for me it's a requirement siguro for a business industry or ano, yeah, business industry or education industry na to conduct talaga an annual gender sensitive training or gender sensitive seminar. Yan. Aside from that, i-include po dapat dira ang Safe Space Act, ano, na training and seminar or orientation. Another thing also, I would like really to highlight this one. No, I do hope that may mga taxi drivers, mga PG drivers, no, any drivers, no, in our country, I do hope that mo undergo pud unta sila og gender sensitivity program or this ano, yung Safe Space Act or law. Kay murag, na, mapansin nato no sa atong palibot, especially ay mga drivers na sometimes no maka-feel biya pod og kanang ang mga especially kamo girls, women no, mabastos mo tungod ana nila, ambot lang pod mo gina nga if kung sa taxi, I think the company or the business owner of the company sa kaning taxi, I do hope mag-conduct na sila og annual na gender sensitivity program. Yan, no? Or kung sa business or corporate na workplace, before siguro ma-regular, required mo attend og ingani nga training or seminar. That's one way, no, of achieving gender equality hinahinay. Yan. Next, obstacles in the Philippines, no, in terms of gender inequality. So mga barriers, no, o mga hadlang, no, hadlang sa gender inequality sa atong lugar. First, gender mainstreaming, no? Have you noticed no na hindi pa fully implemented ang mga different policies like example yung common na pinaglaban ng ating mga LGBT members, the SOGI bill. Still bill up until now, di ba? Another thing, dapat integrated sa lahat ng policies ang gender perspective. Na manggod mga policy, manggod class or batas class na very ano, kanang intended for men. Parang ganun lang, no? So, kaya nga, all policies dapat, no, created by our lawmakers, no, it must be streamlined. At the same time, it must be integrated ang gender perspective. However, naiuban nga batas nga na, but there's a lack of implementation. Common example, no? In the government offices, no, maraming government offices ang walang gender sensitive training. Kaya sometimes na mga discrimination nga nahitabo. Yan. Another barrier or obstacle, no, we have limited gender recognition. Actually, duha ra jud usually ang mga nakikilala no recognizing ang mga babae lang gyud og lalaki. But it's so unfair because we have other gender pa, no? Hindi kasama ang LGBTQ plus community. Kaya hindi nabibigyan ng proper policies. Example, no? Common, wala pang legal recognition ang same-sex marriage Pilipinas. Yan, wala pa gani gaya na push through ang SOGI bill, how much more ang same-sex marriage, di ba? Another barrier, no, lack of clarity, no? Wala pang clear definition sa laws. Kumbaga pa, sa mga official documents, minsan nagka-interchangeable ang gender at saka women, kas lahi na sila. Ang problema lang, hindi lang babae ang may gender needs. Of course, kasama na rin ang LGBTQIA+, at the same time at men na may gender concerns. Now, kapag sinabi nating women's rights, no? Paano na yung LGBTQ individuals na may gender discrimination din? Yan. Another, may mga transgender na hirap sa legal documents kasi walang third gender option sa government forms. Di ba? That is an example of limited gender recognition here in our country. So there are different ways, no, addressing women's needs. We have here, no, mga factors na kailangan natin i-consider. The rules, wife, mom, employee, yan. Another, biology, no, about women's health and reproductive rights. Culture, gender roles na naipasa through generations, subordinate positions, women na nasa lower position sa trabaho or society. Now, sa work, example, sa work, may maternity leave ang women, pero walang masyado for dads. But we have paternity. I think the maternity leaves, I think mga nasa 90, more than 90 days, I think 3 months, no? And meron naman tayong 1 week or 7 days paternity leaves naman din. Pero ba't ganon, no? Kasi culturally, based on our culture, mas expected talaga na ang babae ang mag-aalaga ng bata kaysa sa lalaki. That's why it requires time or days, no? That's why we have maternity leave. And we should be thankful, no, for passing that kind of law. O sa ba? Kasi gipaglaban jud na nga dapat na maternity leave. Kasi unfair mo kaayo nagbuntis ka, wala kay sweldo kay nagbantay kag bata. Sala ba day nimo mga anak ug mabuntis ka? Dili. That's why it's na po dapat compensation or i-compensate po, no? No, na despite of wala ka nag-work, kay nabuntis ka ng anak, kay nag-leave, maternity leave ka, still babayaran gyapon ka. And yan, yan yung isa sa mga pinaglaban noon, which is na-realize man siya karon. Next, we have differentiate interests, gender interest and women's interest, no? Why is it vital to differentiate between gender interest and women interest? Of course naman, kabal naman mo ganina na ang gender interest, no? It does not limited only to women but also considering the interest of other genders such as the LGBTQIA+ interest at saka yung mga interest din ng mga lalaki. Of course, gender interests, these are issues affecting both men and women and other genders. Meanwhile, ang women's interest kay limited to specific women lang. Example natin dito, gender interest, equal pay, no? Parehong men at saka women affected. Pero yung women's interest, we have this one, menstrual leave, no? Of course naman, I do hope mapasapon ni siya nga no I hope ma-apply mausab ba ma-push through na jud ni siya kanang menstrual leave, no. Kung dili ba ilalim dug-on, di ba uban dug-on kay makuyapan pa, how much more kung naka sa work, yan. Of course, that's an example of women's interest because menstrual leave is intended for women only. Okay? Next, gender mainstreaming, no? What is gender mainstreaming and how does it work? And what elements in our country obstruct actual gender equality? Now, when we say gender mainstreaming, no, it's about making gender equality a standard. Standard siya sa lahat ng policies, laws, and program. Hindi ito dapat extra policy lang, no? Dapat automatic na jud siya na lahat ng decision making process na ay gender na ay integration of gender um, equality. Now there are steps to achieve gender mainstreaming. First, equality. Pantay ang men and women's policies, no? Regardless of gender, pantay ang lahat ng treatment. Second, perspective. Dapat may gender perspective sa lahat ng ginagawa, no? Kumbaga pa, in any decision making process, dapat na gender perspective pod. Third, integration, no? Hindi lang isang program kundi lahat ng policies. We must integrate gender perspective, no? Ipasok ang gender awareness sa laws, programs, and education, especially in the different policies. Example, dapat sa textbook hindi puro si Juan ang engineer, di ba? Mapansin ninyo class sa mga example sa libro, pag may tag engineer, lalaki biya tayo, no? Hindi lang dapat Juan ang engineer or ang teacher, no? Si Maria ang teacher. So dapat may mga examples din na women in engineering, no? And then also men sa caregiving roles para fair representation. Di ba? Dapat na ano nga, mahatag tag examples. So dapat kung ingani, dapat mawala na ng mga ingana sa textbook nga pag engineer ka lalaki ka dapat naapoy mga example about women. Pag teacher ka, pag babae ka teacher ka or nurse pag babae nurse ka rin. So that's no kailangan hinay na siya og revise ng mga textbook because also yeah, gender fair. Kumbaga, another, kapag ang isang university may gender-sensitive curriculum, ibig sabihin, ini-integrate nila yung gender awareness sa education. Hindi lang sa major subject, but also minor subject. Next, the last one, policymaker contributions, equality, empowerment. How can policymakers contribute to gender equality and women empowerment? Paano ba no maka-help ang atong gobyerno? Of course, in terms of equality, gumawa sila ng laws for equal rights. For empowerment, no? They will support women through leadership, education, and laws. Another, also magbigay ng equal opportunities for men, women, and LGBT members. Mag-implement ng anti-discrimination laws sa workplace, sa schools, and even in the public spaces. At ito din, no? Yung sinabi ko kanina, gagawa ng batas for equal rights, no? Para maprotektahan yung equal rights ng lahat. I think mga practical steps for policymakers, no? Yung common is yung pantay na sahod ng lalaki at babae sa parehong trabaho. Yan. Increase women's representation. Dapat mas maraming babae sa politics at leadership roles. Kabalo ba mo class, no? This is based on statistics. If you try to observe the number of women, no, who engage in in the senatorial race or in the Congress, no, mabalaan jud nimo dito class na gamay ra gyud ang proportion sa babae, male dominated siya. I think it's less than 30% in the Congress and Senate, less than 30% ana babae, 'di ba? It's male dominated. Hmm, kasagaran pud sa atong mga boss amo karon, 'di ba? Lalaki. Oh, Holy Cross lalaki. Of course naman, of course naman 'no, kay ang atong president diri sa Holy Cross kay si ano man, kay brother of the Sacred Heart man nagdala, so of course lalaki. But I really like how Holy Cross 'no, managed to have leaders na women. Atong VPAA babae, ang atong mga deans po diri mga babae man pod, di lang pod kay lalaki. So that's one way of promoting inclusivity and of course, fair 'no, gender equality. Sa moa sa SPC, hmm, sa moa din sa San Pedro College, of course among president madre man. So let's excuse na lang that one kasi SPC is ano man run by Dominican sisters. But our VP for administration, our VP for academics are women, no? And um ang mga heads 'no or majority sa mga heads diri sa SPC mga babae, 'yan. So, of course, women can lead also, 'no? In any decision-making process also, we consider, gender awareness, 'no? We integrate gender awareness. Another thing also 'no, kaning, are you familiar with GAD? GAD? Because each school or each business industry or sa ba 'no, naanay GAD dapat, GAD committee, Gender and Development Committee, 'yan. Si Holy Cross I'm sure naa dunay GAD kay is in education 'no. So, lahat ng mga education sector required ang GAD committee. Sila yung, isa sa mga nag-push through about gender and development, especially fighting for discrimination and inequality for students and employees. Now, before we will end 'no, let's have a review na lang, review based on our discussion. So again, when we say gender interest, that's what we want to change. That's a long-term solution. And gender needs, what we immediately need, no? Pang short term lang. Practical gender needs, basic necessities such as healthcare, job, childcare. We also have strategic gender needs, no? Systematic change, equal pay, representation, anti-discrimination. When we say gender mainstreaming, we need to ensure no the equality, no? Gender equality must be integrated no in all part of the policies. Any policy sa inyong establishment or sa school. Kaya nga, you must take note of this one, hindi lang short term ang solution sa gender issues. Kailangan din natin i-push ang long-term changes para sa true gender equality. I am hoping that maipasa na po ning SOGI bill, no? Of course, we will not limit only about women, but we must consider also other gender na equality.